EMP myths you need to stop believing before it's too late. Look, everyone talks about EMPs like they're the apocalypse button, the instant society killer. The lights go out, the cars stop, and you're suddenly living in the pilot episode of Revolution. But most people don't actually know what's real and what's Hollywood nonsense. And that's a dangerous place to be when the grid finally drops. Today we're cutting through the noise. I'm talking straight up facts, the myths that keep getting recycled, and what you can realistically expect when an EMP hits. Because the moment SHTF is not when you want to be Googling the truth. And ironically, you won't be Googling anything anyway. Myth 1. An EMP will fry everything electric. Here's the biggest myth, the one everybody loves to repeat. An EMP goes off, and suddenly every light bulb, toaster, flashlight, and $5 Walmart radio bursts into flames like some sci-fi meltdown. Wrong. Yeah, an EMP can fry electronics, especially the stuff plugged into the grid or the gadgets with delicate components. But the idea that every single electronic device turns into a paperweight is just bad doom porn. Small electronics not plugged in, like handheld radios, flashlights, even some car models, have a real shot at surviving. It depends on the pulse strength and whether there is any shielding. The truth is unpredictable. You prepare for widespread outages, not for literal techno-annihilation. Shield the essentials: radios, medical devices, solar chargers. That's the smart play, not everything electrical is dead forever. Myth 2. A car EMP attack will stop all vehicles. You've seen the movies. Big EMP flash and every car instantly dies. Traffic jams, people running, chaos. Again, Hollywood loves drama. Reality is messier. Older cars, especially pre-1980s, run just fine without heavy electronics. Those have a high chance of shrugging off an EMP. Even some newer cars might keep going, depending on strike strength and positioning. Would I trust a modern car in an EMP scenario? Not exactly. But is every car on the road guaranteed to stop? No, not even close. Myth 3. You can Faraday cage your whole house. Now this one's funny. People think they can turn their entire home into a Faraday cage, like they're building a bunker for a sci-fi villain. Technically you could, but you're going to spend more money than your house is worth. And it won't look great either. The smart move is protecting small essentials. Radios, medical gear, portable solar. That's where Faraday protection shines. And this is where the EMP cloth comes in. It is not tinfoil. It is not a DIY hack. It is military-grade shielding that blocks electromagnetic waves like a brick wall. Big enough to wrap generators. No tools, no grounding, no headache. Watch the video linked in the original article because it shows how fast you can wrap a generator. Minutes, not hours. Myth 4. A solar flare is the same as a nuclear EMP. Nope, not even close. The Carrington event was massive, and it wrecked telegraph lines. But a nuclear EMP has 3 pulses: E1, E2, and E3. The E1 pulse is the killer, the one that slams electronics instantly. A solar flare basically mimics the E3 pulse, which hits long electrical systems, power lines, transformers, not a flashlight in your closet. Solar flares can knock out grids. Nuclear EMPs can knock out entire layers of modern electronics. 2 different beasts, 2 different prep strategies. Myth 5. Nothing can be done to get ready for an EMP. This one always makes me shake my head. People act like an EMP is so big, so unpredictable, so mystical that preparation is pointless. Yeah, you can't predict the day or the source, but you can absolutely prepare for life without power. And the easiest way to start is by learning how people lived before the electrical age. That's why books like The Lost Ways 2 matter. You learn food preservation without fridges, shelters that don't rely on the grid, natural medicines anyone can find in their backyard, water purification without electricity, skills that are EMP-proof because they never needed power in the first place. Myth 6. EMP equals instant, irreversible chaos. People think that the instant the blast hits, society collapses overnight like someone hit the reset button. It would be bad, really bad, but not instant Walking Dead chaos. The severity depends on location, strength, and infrastructure. Some places will recover faster. Communities will organize. People will adapt. Power will return in many areas over time. Prepared people survive. Panicked people don't. Conclusions. EMPs are a real threat, nuclear or natural. But the myths around them are almost worse than the danger itself. They make people panic instead of prepare. They make people quit mentally before anything even happens. So do this instead. Get ready now. Learn real skills. Understand real risks. Protect your essentials. And get ahead while you still can. If you want a deeper dive into staying functional during a grid-down event, the Bug-In Guide lays out exactly how to keep your home running. Long-term food storage, smart stockpiling, EMP defense strategies, even how to deal with looters when things break down. Learn the skills now, because when the grid finally goes dark, nobody will be there to teach you.